I think I am done with this. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your valuable speech, sir. Uh, Please, everyone, silence, make silent. So, anyone have any questions? Please ask. ପଛକୁ ଶୁଭା ହଉଛି ତ? Hello. Hello. If there anyone have any questions, please ask.
Sir, to get the prime number, we get an improv method to check up to the square root. What if the number is not a square of any number, perfect square of any number? Sir, what if the number is not perfect?
No, I am not telling about the perfect square. You have to check up to that point. Either you are getting something 2.5 or something like that, then you have to take the ceiling. You have to check up to 3. Okay, getting my point. Suppose you are getting a number 10. So what is the square root of 10? It is 3 point something or like that? Yes or no? So you can check up to 4. Okay, that is the thing I am telling. So you have to start from no need to consider 1, 2, 3, 4 you can check. If you are getting a factor, then it is composite. If you are not getting a factor, that number is a prime number. Okay. Okay, I think no questions. Let him complete. Oh, you are asking. Please.
Sir, as there are many languages in coding, so as a non-IT student, which I should prefer for the placements?
Non-IT student, there is nothing like that non-IT and IT. Okay. So, if you are having a passion to study, then you can learn. Okay. I am suppose pursuing computer science. I have interest in biology. I can read biology. What is the problem in that? Okay. So, there is nothing, just keep this aside. Okay.
But sir, for...
So, what you have to study? You have to study C programming first. Then, we have to choose any language. Like in this 4-year syllabus, we are going to cover Java and Python. Okay. So you have to take any one of these two, Java or Python.
Thank you,
right?
sir.
But C must.
Thank you, sir.
Devasis.
सर मैंने जावा किया है तो मेरे को सीवी करना चाहिए या फिर नहीं?
हाँ, so he is asking, listen all, he is asking that I know Java. Is it essential to learn C programming? My answer is yes. Why? Because nowadays you are using Java programming, Python programming. All these programmings are having a rich set of libraries. So you are using the libraries and directly doing the work. But the library that is present in the C programming is very basic. So you have to code everything. Okay, if you code everything, you'll learn. Suppose I told you matrix multiplication, determinant of the matrix. The code already present, the library is already present there. So only you have to call in Python and Java. All these things, all these facilities are available. But in C, not available. So what you have to do? You have to write, and by the writing you will learn. Okay. So I would say Python, I will not tell about Java that much. Python is a very abstract language. Okay. So if you are doing Python programming, I encourage you to do that, but without using any libraries. Okay.
Sir, something about app development.
App development you learn by the time. Okay. So there are a lot of softwares and lot of tools are available. Okay, to develop the app. Okay. So also you have to learn something called as web-based development by HTML, XML, all these things you have to learn. Scripting languages, JavaScript. Lot of things are there. I am only telling you about some basic things right now. Okay. So by the time you learn those.
Thank you, sir.
कब मैं प्राइम बोल सकता हूँ? The meaning is that obviously you are not going to get the factor after. Okay. But then only it will be a factor. Thank you. Thank you very much. I wish good luck for you for upcoming future and 4-year stay here. Thank you. Thank you, students. Thanks to the organizer
We are very
also.
thankful, sir, for your special guidance to all the branches, and this will definitely help them throughout these 4 years.
Actually, what sir have told, it's useful for every department, not only for computer science. So thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable time. Thank you so much. Hello, hello, hello. Please be silent. ପଛରେ କୋର୍ଡିନେଟର କୋଉମାନେ ଅଛ? ସାର୍ ଯାହା କହିଲେ ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ତ ସମସ୍ତେ? Can anyone say the summary or the gist in 1 or 2 lines? ଏତେ ଜୋରେ ହଁ ମାରୁଥିଲ?
Come on, voluntarily के जदि summary कहबाको चाहिबो ना केही किछि बुझिन. Is this the scenario?
ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମିଂଟା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ହାର୍ଡ ଲାଗେ. ଏଠି ବି ଯେତେ କମ୍ପ୍ୟୁଟର ସାଇନ୍ସ ନନ୍ କମ୍ପ୍ୟୁଟର ସାଇନ୍ସ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଫର୍ ଦେୟାର ଫ୍ୟୁଚର ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଟେଲିଂ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମିଂ ଇଜ୍ ନଟ୍ ହାର୍ଡ. ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମିଂ ଇଜ୍ ଟୁ ଇଜି ଟୁ ଆକ୍ୱାର ଅର୍ ଟୁ ଷ୍ଟଡି ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟୁ ଇମ୍ପ୍ଲିମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଲସୋ. Just take one language, make practice over it, and practice the data structures and algorithms, and it's easy. It is done. Understood? Hello? Anyone have learned programming before in school? କେହି ଶିଖିନ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମିଂ? C++ ଥାଏ ପରା CBSE ରେ, IT ରେ?
जावा भी था आईसीएसई रे।
जावा ଥାଏ ଆମର ଇଏ ବୋର୍ଡ ରେ ଥାଏ,
आईसीएसई
ICSE ରେ ଥାଏ, C++ ଥାଏ 12th ରେ।
प्रोग्रामिंग गोटे एमितिया जिनस नुहे जोटा खाली सीएसई आ आईटी को जाना थिबा कथा। दूसरा ब्रांचेस रे भी तमे डिजाइन मॉडलिंग ए सब करया पई भी तमन को प्रोग्रामिंग दरकार। सो द आर्ट ऑफ प्रोग्रामिंग इज वेरी मच एसेंशियल फॉर एवरीवन।
सर जो एग्जांपलटा देले कन्वेयर बेल्ट रो, हैव यू गॉन थ्रू इट? बुझिला तो समझते कौन सर कहले सेट? दैट्स आल्सो ए प्रोग्राम डिजाइन to only do one function. से खाली चलियो।
केही ने जो फीडबैक दबा को चाहू जो इस सेशन रो? एनीवन? आसो अरे ये समस्ते तुम फ्रेंड्स इवेंचुअली आ किछि दिन पर समस्ते फ्रेंड्स ही जिबे।
थैंक यू हेलो द बिग राउंड ऑफ क्लब्स टू द होस्ट एंड hostess today विश्वजीत भाई एंड संध्या दी। थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी गाइस। एंड द सेकंड Parala Maharaja Engineering College Exordium 2022 उत्कर्षर क्षेत्र को नमस्कार मु विश्वजीत आपण मानक पुणी थे स्वागत करुचे पारला महाराजा इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज एक्सपोडियम 2022 उत्कर्षर क्षेत्र को चलो आपण मानक मु आज दुईटा कहानी कहूँ चाहूँगी है शुणिया रेडी तो हाँ अटेंशन शुणु प्रथम कहानी हूँ महाभारतर कहानी कृष्ण आउ अर्जुन मध्यर कहानी है कृष्ण एवं अर्जुनकर हो जाइछन्ति गुरु आउ अर्जुन एवं शिष्य माने सखा सखा नुहति पार्थ संस्कृत रे शिष्य को कहते पार्थ है थरे से जंगल रे दुई जन बुलुचंती भ्रमण करुचंती तापरे किछि बाट गला परे तांको गोटे मरी जाइथिबा श्वान अर्थ कुकुरर सड़ी जाइथिबा शरीर पड़ीची आ से बहुत दुर्गंध करुची हैला जमिति से दुर्गंध अर्जुनकर नाकरे बाजे बा आम नाकरे भी बाजिले जमिति फील आसे फग र सेंट की आम नाकरे मारी देछि ना कोन हाँ सेया होतो अर्जुन सोडू कहले कि भगवान देखिले ये कुकुर एते गंध छाड़ुची मरी जाइए छी एमती क्यों असना एमती कहीकि माने से जिनसटा खराब करिया चाहिए कि ए परिवेश ए दूषित हो जाइए चलतु आम एठू चली जावा किंतु कृष्ण से जगह कहले कि हे पार्थ बा हे मो शिष्य तुमको केवल तार सड़ी जाइतिबा शरीरर दुर्गंध तुम नाकरे बाजुची कौन तमें तार मोती भली चकचक करुवा दांत को देखिपार न कहिबार अभिप्राय है कि आम समस्त मध्य किछिटा दुर्गुण सद्गुण माने ड्रॉबैक अच्छी आमर काम होची खराब गुण को अवॉइड करिबा भल गुण को आपणाई नवा आउ सेकेंड कहानी होची कईंच ठेकुआ कहानी शुणिच समस्ते शुणी न नहीं शुणी थी समस्ते और सार आसिले सार को वेलकम करिया मु परियासी कहबी
କାମ କରୁନି କି? गेस्ट ଆସିଗଲେ? ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି। ବିଶ୍ୱଜିତ ଏଠିର ମାହୋଲ ବନେଇ ଦେଲା ବଟ୍ ଏବେ ଆମ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଗେଷ୍ଟର ଆରାଇଭାଲର ଟାଇମ୍ ହେଇଗଲାଣି ତ ତାକୁ ପ୍ୟାକଅପ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିଲା।
Hello. Hello. Everyone listen. जे आमर आसुंदी नेक्स्ट गेस्ट हैला से होचंती रिटायर्ड चीफ मैनेजर इंजीनियरिंग इन L&T कंपनी शुणिथिबो हां एटा देख आरे की दोन. So please everyone stand up and welcome Dr. Dasirathi Rautray, Chief Manager Engineering L&T Group. Please welcome everyone with a big handful. Please be seated, please. So thank you, sir. Thank you for coming and giving us the enlightenment of this program on the 5th day. I would welcome Dr. Dasirathi sir to the stage and to give a powerful talk to the students and inspiring them for their future scope, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please maintain silence, please. Dear students, please maintain silence. Sir is BTech from UC Burla. Now it is Visut Burla, 1972. So he is a veteran. He is at the age of 73 now, and he will talk about his experience. He worked for a prolonged duration in L&T, Larsen and Toubro, and he has solved many industry problems. So he may be delivering about some case studies or maybe some general. So it is up to sir. He has got a vast experience. Please maintain silence and listen carefully. Every word will be useful for you. Sir, please.
Good morning, everybody. Are you able to hear me? I welcome the budding engineers and future responsible citizens of the country. Am I right? You are definitely future responsible citizens of the country. It is very nice to see young faces with high ambition, undergoing a very highly technical education career. See, nowadays you young people, you are very smart, you know everything. So comparison to your caliber, our old times was quite different. You know really lot many things nowadays, but still I feel I will share my experience on very small for whatever I have gained in my life and during working in the industry, so that you know what is the awareness for yourself, for your family, for the society, and for the country at the end. See, yesterday it was a completely technical talk, but here what they have told me, it is just to give you some idea, some tips. It is nothing general, but it is nothing technical. It will be general. What I mean, which you almost know, but only I will try to give you a little bit boost so that you understand and realize. Coming to the beginning, just go to the next one. See, if you look at human life, A baby is born with God-gifted talent, natural imagination and vivid for learning things. So, see, when a child is not able to speak, you look at him, what he does. His eyes are twinkling. What does he mean? He has a eagerness, what is happening outside society. So that is the beginning of the life, how a child behaves. And to looking at our society, mother is the first teacher in the life of anybody. Then comes the family members. The upbringing in the family atmosphere builds a foundation for the future. Okay? Whatever things are happening in the family, initially it touches his brain. So, especially a child's brain is like a clean slate. Whatever you write on it, you scribe. So it is very, very important. The initial atmosphere should be very good. See, I don't want to quote the name. I have seen some families, if the parents start quarreling, it has got a very bad impression on the child. If the mother is angry, then if she is a girl, she will look what mother is doing. When there is some argument, she will start arguing. I have seen some people, I don't want to quote. In US, I have seen one baby was there, her mother was very angry. So after a few years, I found that she has become also arrogant like that. But this is not good. Anyway, this is the fact of life. Then coming to the next one. See, after the baby grows up, what is the next important thing? He goes to the school, primary school, college, and everything. That means the most important part of life is that. So basic foundation of the education is the foundation of the world with which he or she has to work effectively in the life. So quality of primary education is the foundation of child's journey. Thereafter college, every stage of education follows is important of future life. That is why now you have come to the second stage where you have come to the engineering or the next phase of school, the college life. So this is very, very important for you in your life. I will tell you, just please go to the next slide. Educational institutions are the most vital role to build the future citizens of the country. After completion of education, maybe engineering, medical, arts or commerce, any discipline, the person enters the real professional field. The institutions are the places where fundamentals and basic theoretical principles are taught, which helps the individual gather knowledge, apply work effectively in the practical field. See, that is why in the ancient times, the princes, they were sent to Gurukula ashram. Why? So that they get a basic knowledge how to work effectively in the future. See, I remember when I was a student in BJP college, after passing matriculation, one professor was there, Mr. M.V.S. Rao. He was a mathematics professor. What I am telling you, this is applicable to you people. What he tells, after primary education, college education, once you are in this field, suppose you are now pursuing engineering, this 4 year, 5 year, or whatever this course, medical, that course, even somebody is doing BSc or MTech or whatever maybe. So this period is the most important period of life, most crucial period of life. Do not take it lightly. With this only, whatever you learn, you can work effectively in your life. See, the next one. No, please. See, that is, read at the last one. Failure to provide quality education limits the people's future by denying them opportunity in reach their potential. See, I am telling you, village there are 10. Telling my example, my father was a school headmaster, maybe we were little well off. Another of my counterpart friend, he was also equally brilliant scholar. He was first in his class. He was one junior to me. Because my father's background, our little bit thing, I could go for engineering. That boy, he was a brilliant scholar. So pity that he could not even go to college. That is why failure to provide quality education limits a people's future, denying the opportunity to reach his full potential. You have the potential. Everybody must support you so that you really excel it. So that is one example. I really pains me now. He retired as a school, as a postmaster. Whereas I could go MTech, all foreign countries like that. So this is different. That is why support should be from where, but you are the Driver, you are the people who have to do it. Just you cannot take food and put them out. That is why once our sir was telling, I remember always in my life till now also, whatever education you are doing, that is the most crucial point of life. See, after you have passed matriculation, after you have passed engineering or medical, do you think that again that chance will come back? Now it is a working field. How much you have experienced, that will be your test. So for being that test successful, it. Next is education institutes are temple of knowledge. Here, what I am telling you, I was a member in the interview panel of last night to pro Hajjamaka, Germany, and Pmec, Australia for 25 years. I have roamed across the country. At least I might have taken interview for thousands of students. I have seen please don't feel bad about it. This is about you only. I have seen the basic knowledge gained by the students are not really appreciable, not adequate. I remember I have asked questions to final year students. Find out the weight of a trapezium-shaped plate, a steel plate. Suppose you have been employed with some salary. Your owner told, you are going to try steel material. So definitely they will ask how to buy it. So they will make a sketch or drawing, whatever may be. But lastly, he wanted that you tell me what is the weight of this plate so that I can give on rate basis and we can buy it. And to my utter surprise, many students could not answer this. Do you expect? This is a school, I know it is a high school mathematics or maximum intermediate mathematics. After passing engineering also, if you cannot answer, so this is real pity, this really pained me. Then I thought of, I should contribute little bit something, whatever I can, so that the young generation are little bit getting some guidance from me. That is why one of my reasons I have written a book. I will little brief about the book. This is very useful for all mechanical engineers. Whatever I have done in my life, L&T 30 years plus, afterwards 10 years, 40 years of experience, I have tried to put it here. So, is it expected that after you pass engineering, people will teach you, find out how is the area of a triangle or a trapezium after paying salary? It is not expected. So, do not take it lightly. So, for that one, I will make this sketch. So, this is assumption. Trapezium plate 1.5 meter at the top one, bottom one is 1 meter, height is 1.5 meter, and this thickness is say 100 millimeter. Can any of you come and write down the answer how to find out the weight of the steel plate? Anybody come forward, I will help. There is a steel plate, why I am telling that this was the question we have asked in final year students, they could not answer. I want any student can come, if you can do it, okay, although I will do for you. How to find out the weight of a steel plate? Yes, come on, what is there? Just, I will help you. See, your school geometry is the trapezium. Yes, very good. Yes, excellent. Yeah. Mm. Can you find out to tell the procedure how to do it? Our purpose is to find out the weight of the steel plate which you are going to buy. So I want to know what is the weight. Just from fundamental, you need to write answer. You go from the fundamental. Huh? Yeah, you tell me. I will tell you where you are missing. So what is the procedure? How to do it? Very good. Wow, excellent. Very good, very good. Yes, this is expected. Wow, very good. Okay, answer is something. So then what is the next step? How to find out the weight of the steel plate? What you will do? Area? You have found out the area. Then what you do? What the next one? No, after the area, what you do next? You have to find out? Yes, volume. Yes. Next. Volume, yes. So area into thickness is the volume. Very good. So this into thickness. Then how to find out the weight? Next page. Okay. Next page is the specific weight. That means this is the area into thickness T, that is the volume. So volume into density or specific weight, that is the weight. See, there is a container, 1 meter length, 1 meter width, 1 meter height. It is filled with steel, this is steel plate, suppose. So what is the weight of the container? 1 meter length, 1 meter height, 1 meter width. 1 cubic meter. Okay, 1. What is the weight of the steel plate? Anybody? If it is filled with water, what is the weight? Yes, 1 meter into 1 meter. A cubic meter of water. What is the weight of the water? How much? How we are not able to listen? What is the weight of the water? Yes, 1000 kg. So what is the steel will be into the density of steel? 7.85. What I mean, now also I remember all this thing in my mouth, 7850. What I am telling, when you are working, always you will not go to the internet, find out the density, other things. No, most of the common things will be always in your mind. Okay, very good. Okay, next one. Thank you. So basically, area into the thickness you get the volume, into specific weight or density we get the weight. Next one. Okay, similarity now. See, coming to the question of a doctor, do you expect that doctor who in the operation theatre, is he going to learn how to operate a patient? Not, because it will be life of a patient. Similarly, what is expected in your technical field, whatever you have learned, you may not be really perfect because you are the freshers, but you should have the basic things so that you can proceed. You do not have to be pushed up always. Similarly, if you see a doctor will be doing the operation and he has to learn this one. Why I am telling you, in 2 years before, there was a, sir, you can't believe, there was a case in Bhubaneswar, one delivery case. Doctor, he was a fresh doctor, he could not do the delivery. I do not want to say what happened. So what I mean, this is the things it really pains. I mean, how much important in your education, how much important is your basic knowledge to work effectively? Because suppose there is a problem, always you cannot look here and there, hey, how to do. You should be the leader, you should come out, how to do it yourself. So, always realize what is learning here, that is the basis which you cannot ignore. Just let us go to the next one. See, I will tell you, please don't feel bad about this, my own analysis. Performance of poor, cause of poor performance in the present scenario. Why people, I was not happy with the performance. No seriousness to acquire knowledge on this subject. People are smart and the mobile, this thing, that's okay. But you smart with the knowledge. There is no seriousness. See, even one boy I know, he is in that Berhampur Engineering College. Once he came to my house, I asked him fundamental, he is in third year. I found he is quite hollow. So there is no seriousness to learn the things. Second is aiming about job, change of job without gaining knowledge. See, suppose somebody has a experience of 1 year, then he is just getting some X salary. With some 10-20%, he wants to jump up. You see, I am telling you, this is a wrong thing. At least everybody keep in mind. Anywhere you work, at least work for 3 years. You try to extract knowledge, whatever you can get from that place, any organization. So that is the basic thing you do not ignore. So try to gain knowledge, thereafter you change. Okay, then. Brain is utilized for non-productive work. Strikes, big talks, gossipings on tea stall, cyber crime. See, I have seen once in Bhubaneswar, around 10 o'clock, 3 non-Odia boys are in a tea stall. Arey, kya kar rahe? What they are doing? They are talking in Hindi, then I could learn that they are doing engineering. They are from Bihar. That means at 10 o'clock they have come up, left hand here, one tea, cup of tea, another hand is tea, and one left hand is cigarette. Then do you think, is it a good thing? See, these sort of things really, see, suppose you people improve or not, it is nothing, but still I as a senior citizen, it pains me. If this is the quality of things you are doing in life, what will be the product? So, this strikes, big talks, gossiping on tea stall, nowadays, you know, young engineers are behind the cyber crimes. Somebody is caught in Bihar, somebody is caught in Delhi, like that. So these are the things. Be careful. Do not be only after such useless things. I will say, mind the word, useless things. First, have your brain and knowledge. I am telling you, I am not boasting of myself. I am son of a teacher. I have been throughout the world because of my brain and knowledge. I am not telling I am a superman, but I am telling you example. With half pant, I have learned in my engineering college because my father could not afford. I have only 2 shirts in my whole 5 years. I passed engineering. Because my brain only, I have gone throughout the whole world. Without even, I got very good post in government. I did not go for that because of this corruption, these things. Whatever I am today, see, because of my hard work and brain. Okay, then enjoying parents' money without realizing how many poor parents earn money. See, very frank, you are, say, 200 boys. Do you think all fathers, parents are rich? There may be very poor people. So we should not think that here bapa se paisa aa gaya, aram karo, maza karo. So you have to respect the poor father's money. How with difficulty he is sending you money. So be careful on those things. And another thing, this is a very, I do not know whether I like it. Many education centers, systems, taking admission for Bihari students, only getting a lot of money, and at the end of the course, they are giving a certificate. Not good. This is not a very good thing for future. This is really, I will say, this is very, very bad thing. It's a paralysis to society. The last part is influenced by social problems, politics, population, poverty. These 3 are the enemies of our country. With all respect to the politicians, I will tell you. Politics, poverty, if you are poor, you cannot prosper. Population, a father has got 5 children, what he will do, how to build up. Politics, why I am telling you, you are lucky, you are from engineering, medical. What is the status in Bani Bihar? All these people, they are trying to take help of these gundas. They are all this, I will really hate these politicians, they are spoiling the future of the country. Why with that thing, I am telling these 3 P's are our enemies. These politician people, all these non-technical colleges, Bani Bihar, other things where are only BA, MS are studying, they are only Biju Congress, this thing, that thing, all this. So do you think is a good thing? Why your parents have sent you here? They have sent you so that you have got a good thing, good knowledge, everything, so that in future you support them. It will be good for yourself, for your future, for your family. But if you are involved all such things, you are being spoiled. Okay, please go to the next one. Then, what is my thing? What should be your objective? Feel serious as future responsible citizen of the country, what I am telling you. You must be very serious. We are child today. Tomorrow we are doctors, we are engineers. So, we are responsible. Suppose engineer, if you say after engineering, I do not know anything. After medical passing out, I don't know anything then. But you should always feel that, yes, that you are future responsible of the country. With your status only, with your base only, country will improve. Remember the contribution of Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, Patani Samant, Lilavati, great mathematician. What is their contribution? C.V. Raman, he got Nobel Prize. And Rabindranath Tagore, do you know, I have been to Tagore house. Rabindranath Tagore, do you know, he did not go to any school, but he got Nobel Prize. So, what is the thing? That is his knowledge. Whatever you do, ultimate result is your knowledge. Then I have written, knowledge is power. Definitely knowledge is power. See, I have, when my working out things I have seen in Goa, we are constructing a plant. There are about 20 German engineers, and L&T we are very few people. Actually, there is some problem with the plant. Whenever I go reach there, they will have a big meeting. After that meeting, the evening they will go, chicken beer, Germans. They will enjoy that. Then, bloody fellow, I will be dying, what to do the solution? Then next day I got angry. I told, you are all 20 German engineers, you are supposed to be better than Indian engineers. I am only one fellow. What is your contribution? Why you are asking me this question? Why don't you cooperate with me? Why don't you participate? Let us all meet together to have a solution. Just don't try to dump on my head and just run away. Then you are really scared. Then I told, this is the solution you have to go through. Then you all, okay, you have let us have argument. So without having a proper knowledge, you also can't argue. So ultimately, knowledge is power. You may or may not, at the end of the day, that will be the fact. Knowledge is power. In my opinion, impossible is a word only to be found in Dictionary of Fools. Alexander the Great, this was his thing. In my life, I also say, impossible is a word. When I was in L&T, junior colleagues, if he tells me, sir, this can't be done, I told, don't come with a negative answer. Always come with a positive answer, what could be done. If somebody has done it, why not? We cannot do it. Okay, then focus on the subject. Just like Dr. Abdul Kalam, because he was from the Madras near Pondicherry area. See, I have been to Kalam village also. People say when he was a very poor fellow, he used to sit by the side of the sea. Then he used to see how the birds are flying like this, how they are swinging, then coming up. This was the inspiration because I went to the village with curiosity. I asked them. They all told us this was his dream. He was dreaming how the birds are flying up. This was his basic fundamental he gained from the childhood. How to become an aerodynamic engineer? Do you know what is he? He was the our hereditary. He was the father of Indian science. Then let us go to the next one. Life history of It's another very interesting thing. Life history of Stephen William Hawking. He was a Cambridge University professor. Hello, please listen. The life history of Stephen William Hawking. He was a scientist. He was a professor in physics in Cambridge University. Do you know so bad thing happened? When he was youth, he with an accident, he lost his legs. Then what he did, because he became physically handicapped, he took wheelchairs and sitting on that and did the research. So with that, he was acting like Einstein. Let me just, this is an inspiration to everybody. A man on wheelchair was doing the work of Einstein. So this is an inspiration for everybody. Nothing is impossible because he was handicapped. See, luckily one of his girlfriends, he married him and he just grew the support. But what I mean, with on wheelchair, he could become the world's best scientist. So, this is his strong willpower. So, with above examples, now it has come to you. Student, to have self-introspection, ask yourself what you have done at the end of the day. How do you see how you are growing up? Suppose there is a aim to become a good engineer. So, suppose there is 100 to be achieved. Today you have achieved how much percentage? Tomorrow how much? At the end of 5 years, how much again you have become as a good engineer? Then gather knowledge with yourself to face the war of survival. Cultivate habit to work independently than waiting for some other support to do any work. Ask yourself, what will be your contribution to society? If somebody else can do any challenging work, why not I? See, I am giving one example. Suppose I am able to do something. You should think, why not? If the uncle can do, why not I? I am telling you one example. when I was a fresh engineer in Lasnatupura, my boss, Mr. Krishnamurthy Ramani, he was IIT Madras graduate, very brilliant scholar. But he was a little joking fellow. Whenever you go to him, he used to strike a joke. So everybody will start. When you are sitting in his cabin, somebody outside, saw people will come, अरे ये तो drawing mistake है, ये है, रमन से आप क्या करता है? Then he will tell a joke. Then give him a solution. Then the gentleman who has entered his chamber with an angry mood, he will come out laughing. So this was a great inspiration for me. If Ramani Sahab can do this work, if somebody has got angry, he is entering his room with a complaint. But when he comes out with a good solution. So this was one of the inspiration for me. If Ramani Sahab can do the things, why not I? So that is one of my dream, how to become a good engineer. What will the exam students have? No, okay. When they come to the next one, be a sincere and honest, disciplined in the temple of understand how was invented a computer, rail engine, aeroplane, diesel engine, petrol engine, and we should see if they have done it, why not we try to do it? Ask, everybody should ask what will come from my brain, what will my contribution. See, in our country, really with pity, what is the value of our education brain when cinema stars are giving them more importance? If Amitabh Bachchan will come, you will all leave the room and go away to see him. Am I right? So this is the country where there is no respect. This is our society. There is no respect to a doctor, an engineer or a brain. Whereas people are after cinema star because glamorous lady, glamorous gentleman. If Amitabh Bachchan will come, all he will be leaving the room and going away. So what is the nature of future of the country where there is no respect for the brain? Cinema stars get more attention. Anyway, always think what you can do, things with your own brain, own hands. Walk with heads up. Always you feel, yes, I am the hero. Always you just see, when there is a meeting, some is going on. If you are very knowledgeable, if you know these things, will you not look smart? Am I right? If you do not know, then you will nod your head. So there is a discussion going on. If you are having the knowledge, yes, you will try to participate, you will try to speak. You will, yes, I can also know something. If suppose I am speaking something wrong, you can always, uncle, this is mistake. But if you do not know, you will only nod your head. That is why always, when you work like a hero, look up. Do not go down unknowingly. Walk with heads up and brave face when they are looking downwards. Be innovative, always ask, why, what, how. This is for engineer, this is a very practical thing. Why this is like this? What is happening? How to do? Say, yesterday I was telling you, maybe I have, the people are there or not. There was a shaft failure. In our, there were 7 places, there was shaft failure. Shaft failed after 2 years of operation. So, what Cement Corporation of India did, they had a meeting. They told if the shaft was failing, this machine is useless. We will file a case against a Lasnatupura, we will blacklist them. So, the question our management decided, what is the mistake? So, there the question comes, if the shaft has failed, why? How to solve it? What is the next course of action? So, these are the things always you should come to your mind. Why, what, how? Yesterday I explained, because today I do not want to say, even there was failure of belt. One 1200 kilowatt belt drive was supplied. Within 2 days, the belt snapped. So the production loss, hue and cry. So there the question, what was the problem? How it could have been avoided? What is the next course of action? How to go a proper design so that there is no failure? So these are the things expected from you people. Okay, next one. See another thing, look at this discipline in Germany. Please listen carefully. I was in Germany at my youth for 1 year. See, what is the culture in Germany? How disciplined they are. See, I have seen you can adjust your watch by train timing. I have missed the train twice, being 45 seconds late, not 1 minute. See, suppose this is 12:55 minutes, 55 seconds. If you just turn like this, the wall clock goes to 60, the train will come. This is so perfect in their country. So look at the discipline in their country. See, when a baby is born, suppose first day he is going to school. What is happening here? First day the mother or father will take her or him to the bus. They will tell you buy a ticket. They will show him. Conductor will give you pay money, you will get a ticket. So with that you travel. See, what is the point of telling you? He from the childhood he is taught to be honest, to buy a ticket. How to check it? Suppose there is you have just by mistake you have gone without a ticket. If without ticket you are traveling, by chance you are caught. How they have implemented the rule in their country? If you are caught, suppose ticket is 1 rupee, you will be fined 200 rupees, 100 rupees. If you give 100 rupees fine for 1 rupee not buying a ticket, will you ever not buy a ticket in your life? See how this is socially, how they have linked up the psychology of the people. Would you understand what I am telling? If you do not buy a ticket, you go without ticket, if you are caught, you have to pay 100 rupees fine instead of 1 rupee. So instead of 1 rupee, you pay 100 rupees, you will never make the mistake. So this is the built-in discipline in Germany. And I have seen, they are so proud of the quality of the job. Once there was a drawing, very frank, there was a small mistake on the drawing. Be careful to tell the German that is a mistake. They will become red hot. They cannot simply tolerate and accept that they can make mistake because they are so quality conscious. Hey, they will say, how you dare to speak that there is a mistake in German language? So one madam was there, I told madam, there could be, I just tutored language, there could be some error, can you please see? Then she was very angry. Oh, you Indian, how you say there is a mistake on the drawing? I told madam, I am not telling the mistake, just see. But honestly, when there was a mistake, she admitted. But I mean, the quality of their thought, Germans cannot make mistake. This is the basic thing I want to tell you. Okay. And I have seen in German, there is nobody to guide anybody or thought anybody. Suppose I am making something. Maybe I will spend 5 minutes to taking tea or coffee. But let's say 5 minutes gap. After that, they will work like heroes. So much fast. They make the drawing so fast, you can believe. How sincere. The boss has to say, by the end of this, you have to complete. They will complete before that. I mean, this is the culture of work. Nobody, unless in our country, unless the boss tells, "Arey, kitna hua?" "Haan, sir, kar raha hai." So, I mean, the difference, the quality of culture. Then I will say another interesting from the USA. In Germany, in America, what happened? The whole country I have seen, I have gone there 10 times. Whole country is running with red, green and yellow light. These light signals. No policeman on the red on police chowk like in our place. Suppose you are going in the red one, automatically the camera will, CCTV camera will come out and you will pay fines. So what I am telling, the discipline, President Roosevelt was the American president. Sometimes how the discipline was so rigorously implemented in their country. When he was practically, his father was like Ambani, the richest man of America. But in their country, please listen, they always say, every body must be trained in army. This is their say, so that you are really a warrior for the country. Not that you are rich, you are getting money, you have got money, you will enjoy life. Not. His father told, yes, he told him to join army. President Roosevelt joined army when he was a young fellow. Then once he became a governor of a state, then he became vice president, then he became president. When he became the president, after the oath, first speech, the discipline of the country depends upon the quality of police, quality of the police department. Am I right? So that is why police is the most powerful fellow in the America. When Obama took for the first time oath, that time I was in USA. One MP on the way, by chance, he just made a toilet. Within 1 hour, he was arrested. But here, in daylight, our country, in daylight, you murder somebody. You go to a minister secretary, chhado, ho gaya. Now you know, I did not say that Altna Dow case. How this is very poor state of affair. If this is the people they are going to rule our country, what will happen to us? Really, as a very sincere citizen, my father was very close to Mahatma Gandhi. That is why I have got a very much national feeling. I feel very bad. What is such state of affair? And we are in this dirty atmosphere. What to say? Anybody just you do anything, you escape with all this bad political influence. Okay. So President Roosevelt, he has made the American police force to be the most powerful people. That is why they are the real leaders. Whereas, what is happening in our country? Everybody, be honest. Suppose you hear the name of police, are you happy? You will be scared. Are sala humko paisa magega. He will try to loot me. What they say, I don't want, please, it should not be quoted here. What American people say, are your police department, they are given a license to do any loot. They are the police, but they are giving life with a khadi dress. They are the people who are authorized to do any nonsense. You cannot speak them. This is the very painful affair of our country. Anyway, let us go to the next one. See, another thing, American journalist Professor Chris Hegde, what he has implemented. Please just listen. We live in a nation where collapse of bridges and buildings are caused by poor quality of engineers. You see your responsibility. Unless you are a good engineer, the collapse of bridges and buildings are because of quality of engineers. Destroy health by poor quality of doctors. Lawyers destroy law. Press destroys information. Religion destroys morals. Banks destroy economy. This is the analysis of the American journalist Professor Chris Hegde. Then coming to this one, Nelson Mandela, when he became the president of India, see now also there is a reservation system in our country. What he told, education should be on brain quality. Suppose just I am son of X and Y, I may be a Godha. Why am I telling you? Interestingly, principal, our Bula engineer, Professor B. Mahapatra, he is the topmost engineer of Odisha of the country. His son could not pass matriculation after 5 times appearing. So then, because he was a principal, he could have made him an engineer. It's not like that. So everybody must go by merit. That is why when Nelson Mandela became the president, he removed all the reserve system. He told, knowledge should be on brain basis. Suppose you just give any doctor just a degree without his brain working properly, what he will do? So he removed all the reservations, whole the country. See, destroying, please just listen, destroying any nation does not require atom bomb. It requires only lowering the quality of education. If you are donkeys will come out automatically. You don't have to destroy it by atom bomb. So this was the thing written in the front of American University, South Africa University. Following is the displayed at the entrance of University of South Africa. Destroying any nation does not require any use of any atom bombs or missile. It only requires lowering the quality of education. See, what is the theme behind it? This is just to have a thought in your mind. So your quality of knowledge is very important. It only requires lowering the quality of education and allowing cheating in the examination hall by students. If you are really bad, things will be bad. You don't have to do it, or also it will have its own death. Please go to the next slide. Please, next slide. So prepare up students how to, this is the, how to face the society, this is the idea how to bridge the gap between the education and what is wanted in the industry. Just I have given some ideas. Following guidelines can be given for different uses of operation. Strong theoretical and analytical base. Because you are engineers, you are not only ordinary mathematician. So you require a strong theoretical and analytical base. Innovative ideas, good perception with cool brain, and get dedicated effort. This is expected from you people. Just you cannot ignore it. students to study hard and go to the nucleus of the subject. This is very important. Overall knowledge on the basic formula with 100% clarity. Why I am telling you knowledge on overall formula, in my, after L&T retirement, there was a requirement of a ring annulator which is breaking coal. That time, last night people had got the capacity of making a machine of 1200 tons for capacity per hour. That means L&T had got a model. Other companies have got 800 capacity, 800 tons per hour. But for the high power plants, they require 2000 tons per hour machine. Ring annulator, because that time I could not show. If the time permits, I can show how the machine operates. What I mean, two people came to my house on Dhanbad. I went there. I was for 1 year. I did that machine operation. Then we could manufacture that. What I mean, strong theoretical analytical base. Whatever I have learned in my third year, fourth year, second year, all strength of material, every formula I have to take use there. Because suppose there are 100 components, I have to see that each and every component is technically okay. Just we cannot make something without there is some failure. So, because of my fundamental knowledge I had been taught in third year, that was all useful in my life. So, you cannot ignore this. Strong theoretical analytical base. Always it will require in your life. You can, suppose you are neglecting now, you will repent afterwards. Study should be hard and nucleus of the subject. Knowledge and overall basic formula with 100% clarity. Emphasis on time management with strong desire and dedicated efforts. Understand customer future life requirements. See, understand whatever, suppose you are going to pass out today. What is expected from you? I remember when I passed out engineering, summer vacation after final year, we had got a rice mill. There was I don't remember exactly, 10 horsepower motor was there. That motor starter was broken. After 1 week of my going home, that was the fastest in my life. I remember till now. The starter was burnt, so what to do? With cycle, I drove for 10 kilometers. Brought that starter. I fitted myself. I remember RYB, that wire connection. I was taught in a college. So with RYB, after 2-3 tests only, I could finally connect up, because otherwise, if the connection is wrong, this will be burst out. Na? So this was the fastest in my life. After passing out engineering, so my father told me, at least, yes, what was the amount of study, what the amount of money I have spent, I got the result. So what I mean, they are so interesting things. Okay, customer, then next one, please. Please just go to the next one. Next one. See, this is another very interesting story. J.R.D. Tata, he had a friend. Just please listen very carefully. What his friend used to say, "Arey, mera pen toot gaya." Every week he used to lose a pen. He had to buy a pen, cheap pen, it will be lost. Then he told, "I forget it." Then he told, what is solution? Then J.R.D. Tata told him, just please listen me carefully. What he told, you buy a costly pen. Then with a lot of effort, his friend purchased a gold pen. Then after 6 months, he met his friend. "Arey, what about the pen? Are you losing it?" No. So this is a costly pen. I cannot throw away this. I am very careful. Similarly, the ethics of the story, you have to realize that this is a costly pen. I must not lose it. So the ethics of this. Then he found that there was nothing wrong with the person. Because of the money has made the difference. So ethics of this, I will tell the results. Just go to the next one. Please go to the next one. Next one. Hello. Next one. See, ethics of the story is, if you value our health, we'll be careful what to eat. Because the money has made the difference, he could not lose his pen. So, the analysis is, the result is this. If we value our health, we'll be careful what and how to eat. Am I right? Suppose you are having obesity. If you care your health, you must be sure how to reduce it. My niece is IT professional, 100 kg weight. So pity. Now she is going to gym. Anyway, if you value your health, you have to be careful how to eat. If you value your friends, will be careful to teach them properly. सब झगड़ा करेगा तो वो कल भाग जाएगा. So you have to realize what is important. Then, if you value your money, will be careful while spending. If it is not father's money, if you realize your own money, you have to be very careful to how to spend it. So, then next is, if you value your time, you will not waste it. What Germans say, Zeit is Geld. Zeit is Geld means German language they say, time is money. Really, I have seen it. They will not spend 1 minute unnecessarily. Means money is time, money is gold. If you value your education and profession, we learn with dedication and like experts. You should be proud of an engineer. So you should study so that you have got the basics. You cannot just, what I am telling you, don't take it lightly. This 5 years or 4 year course is very important to build your future for life. Then a nice message from the, some of you look at a balloon. It is not the outside the balloon, what is inside, that helium gas. Similarly, some of you may be looking smart, but if you have a good brain inside, then that is the real beauty. I remember when Dr. Abdul Kalam was invited by Indira Gandhi to meet him, he went with a chappal. He forgot to wear his shoes. So, that means what important is the life. Dr. Abdul Kalam realized after I have come with a chappal. That means he was, that's a very funny thing. So, always look at the quality, my dear. Lastly, better the teacher, better the students. You cannot throw the only blame on the student. The teachers must be also quite well. Whatever she, very frank, I am not telling, whatever written in my book, this is my experience of 20 years or 40 years. That should be useful for every teacher, student, professor, anybody. So, at the end of the day, you cannot ignore those things. Now, this is your period where your best strong foundation is required. Please don't neglect it. Always work with heads up. Yes, confident. Yes, I can do. I know things. Then, sir, better is the teacher, better is the student. Ultimately, lastly, better the teacher, better the student. It is both way, not that one way. Am I right, sir? Both way. Okay, please go to the next one. Prepare some engineers to face the industry in various disciplines. Whatever has come to mind, I have tried to put it here. Design engineering is one chapter, one subject in the course of working in the field. So discipline, this is discipline to creator. This discipline is the creator and doctors for the machine. Designers are the really doctors, Vishwakarma for any ideas. That is why they are called doctors for the machine. Very interesting and domain which requires following. It requires dedication, strong theoretical analytical base, proper clarity in engineering drawing. Drawing is the language of all engineers. Say, you may not work in the design office. You may be working in the field. You may be working anywhere. Suppose you are working at some site. How you will work? Your drawing will be, nobody will go and explain with mouth. Drawing will be only sent. So drawing you must be in a position to study. Drawing is your language. Do not neglect it. Your engineer without studying a drawing, he is not an engineer. He is no better than any third grade person. Drawing is your language. Suppose we are talking something, I am in Bhubaneswar, you are here. Always we cannot phone and explain. Na? Drawing, write on the drawing and send it. So things will be clear. So drawing is our most important language. So, proper clarity on engineering drawing. God give the inborn intelligence. IQ anyway. Designers are supposed to be little more brainy people. Innovative, good perception with cool brain. This is very important for engineering people. Students should study hard and go to the nucleus of the subject. Knowledge on all basic formulas with clarity. Good knowledge on material science. Any designer, any engineer should have some basic knowledge of the material. Suppose you are choosing a machine or doing something. Unless you know what is available in the market, what you are going to do, you cannot just write XYZ. Na? So you should have a basic knowledge of all the working material. Knowledge on good material, knowledge on mechanical engineer should know the drive system. This is for the design engineering mechanical. All the drive system, we should have some idea. Should be our of latest technology development. Yesterday I was telling you, keyless design there is something has come out. No key is required. We have got ring fed locking assembly. That is the latest invention in the country, which is already used in America. In India also we are using it, but not in large scale. No key is required for power transmission. Let us go to the next one. Recommended, see, how we have been using in L&T, these are the recommended books. Westerman table, it's a very useful book, not very costly. Here all engineers should have it. Westerman, you can note down this. Westerman table. Then design data book compiled by faculty of PSC Coimbatore. They have written a book, PSC data book. Coimbatore engineers, mechanical engineering department has published a book, the big volume, that is very useful for engineers. Then any machine drawing and machine design book, that ND Bhatt, very good book on the machine drawing. Okay, then strength of material book, machine handbook, machinery handbook. Machinery handbooks are available, very, very costly books. Then lastly, this is the book latest written by me. I am not boasting that my book. This latest book on design engineering and application of cursor. I have written this book. This book, I am repeating, this will be useful for everybody. When I just, because I am telling whatever we have used 40 years, I have put it here. So it will definitely be very useful for everybody. Then let us go to the next one. Then production shop. This is another department is production shop. In production of what happens, aptitude to work with workmen. Production means there will be always workforce. So you have to be you need not be a brilliant fellow. You must be having good quality to manage the manpower. So aptitude to dealing with workmen. If required, you have to work with hand and show the worker, because they will have a tendency not to work. See, I have seen when you go to site, that is a problem. People will try to be away. I told yes, I can do it. Always I take a challenge like that. So in the shop also, you should be in a position to work by hand, show the workforce. Yes, I can do it. So you have to do this. Otherwise, they will not carry you. It is very important. Good knowledge on various machine and production process. Fabrication, machining, casting, all these processes, you should have some idea as an engineer when you are working in the shop floor. Knowledge on industrial management. Okay, then next one. Project execution. Project execution, what is the department? Means suppose instead of only one equipment, there is a project with so many equipments. That means it is a plant. So for doing a good work in this department, all should have basic knowledge of manufacturing process, function of various product and equipment. Whatever, suppose in a project you have got 10 machines, you should have a basic knowledge of the 10 machines. Then you can work very effectively. Understand the project in totality with process and time frame. Which material, suppose there are 10 materials to be required. Then you must have an idea, procurement of this, which material take how much time. So that basic knowledge is required. Then emphasis on timely completion of the activity critical path. See, this projects means is all many machinery with cost crores. So their time management is very important. Suppose you have taken an order to be executed in 1 month, in 10 months. So you should see how to manage it. Time is very important. That is another critical science. So you must know how to make it in short time. Review the project at regular intervals. So every month it has to be reviewed. What the progress, which has to go back, which has to come forward. This is for the completion of the project. The aptitude for time management. Then next one. Marketing. See, marketing department in the engineering, in the industry, marketing means that we can say people are going to sell it. See, nowadays all customers are very intelligent. Na? So unless you have the knowledge to convince them, sir, this is better, they will not listen to you. Knowledge on process flow sheet, understand customer requirement. Knowledge and capacity to convince customer. See, I will tell you one small story in my life. When I was in Raurkela, Kansbal, I went to Calcutta. My wife had told me to buy a mosquito net. I went to a shop, I purchased a mosquito net. He was telling that time 100 rupees. With some bargaining, he gave me 95, 5 rupee discount. Then I came out. Then he told me, oh, hello sir, what happened? Now he told, he was that time, I was 40, 35. He was about 55. He was very old. He told, in my life, I have never given 1 rupee discount to anybody in my life. How you could take 5 rupee discount? Then he told me, sit down. He wanted to know what I am, what I am doing, how I could convince him. I mean, this is the marketing strategy. A marketing brand should be capable to convince a customer. See, like some bank people come, have this thing, do this fixed deposit, do that. So that is an art to convince customer. When he gave me 5 rupee discount, he was astonished. He told, in my life, I have never given 1 rupee discount to anybody. How you could take 5 rupee discount from me? Then he offered me a cup of tea. Anyway, that is a practical experience I am telling. Okay, then next is information technology. See, IT. IT, see, nowadays, I do not know, there will be always different opinion. IT, people are very interested to go for IT jobs, get selling good salary, working in air and atmosphere. Okay. Information technology important to tool to produce result by getting basic input from original source. In depth, see, IT, what you will do? Without a basic knowledge, what IT will do? So, IT, you may say, go for IT, yeah, but at the end of the day, you require the total basic things. So, in future, you cannot ignore the fundamental knowledge of this, any basic engineering. So, IT, even though it is a lucrative job, but in reality, ultimately, without basic proper input, IT cannot produce result. So, that proper input comes only on the basic engineering. So, there will be always demand for the basic discipline in future. There will be shortage of knowledge on basic engineering. If everybody wants to go to IT, then who will do the basic work? Who will give you the basic formula? And let us go to the next one. Please, next one. Then, see, this is just to do your practical realistic. Study should be practical oriented with industrial visit and workshop practice. See, as an engineer, you should visit the industries. See, I do not know nowadays, see, when we were studying, at the end of second year, third year, we used to have 1 month the practical training course. Is it having nowadays also or not? Huh? That is very important. See, that is why practical oriented with industrial visit and workshop practice. Knowledge on practical applications of various equipment in industry, interaction with the practicing engineers from industrial background. Say, like I have come, you should have such interactions more frequently, so that at least you know what is happening outside. Otherwise, you will be only confined to your bookish language. More thorough overall theoretical application with clarity. Knowledge on equipment available with the institution. Even you, the machine, in your college also, there may be many machines. You should also try to know what is there. Just machine is not standing as a model. You should try to have the curiosity to know that. Then, teacher, see here, let's be very frank. You want to be smart or not? You want to be rich or not? Everybody wants to be smart and rich. Everybody, why not? That is the good thing. It's a good way. I think they are not good. I think they are not good. Anyway, in conclusion, I can tell you are all young people having a very vast future, good future, with quite good ambitions. But at the end, you should see to get a good result, to be a successful engineer, you should not overlook, ignore your responsibilities, your hard work, your dedicated efforts is an important thing. Unless you are having a basic strong foundation, any building cannot be there. So, this is your time to have a strong foundation. You just try to respect your thinking and try to see that yes, I should be proud of my engineering degree, not like many private colleges that take money and give certificate. It's not like that. And luckily, it's a good engineering college. It's very old and government college. In government colleges, only good students get admission. So by default, you are all good, brilliant scholars. So I wish you all the success in your life. Try to be really good and be proud of your quality of job. With all the best. Thank you all. I cannot show you all. This is a book I have compiled. I can only just read out what the contents of these different chapters of this book. I have only these headings I can read out. First chapter is telling the guidelines, preparations of requirement of engineering drawing. How to prepare 100% correct engineering drawing for manufacture. Okay. Then second topic gives basic principles of machine design. Strength analysis, that shaft failure was at some place I was telling. I have done the calculation how the shaft, how to check the analysis. Then third chapter is crossing technology. Here in this chapter I have tried to describe all the crushers of the whole world. How the crusher started invention. In 1858, the first crusher of the world was invented in America. That is a jaw crusher. When a scientist Blacke, he was sitting on the dining table while he was eating bread. He was getting some sound, cut sound. So from that is the basic, he got the idea of a cone, idea of a jaw crusher. Your mouth, you are trying to chew. So that is the first crusher in the whole world, invented in 1858. So in that chapter I have written all the type of crusher, working principle, strength analysis, drive calculation, power calculation, capacity calculation. Then next chapter I have written Pmec impactors. See that one crusher is used in all the cement plant in the whole world, in all the India. Pmec crushers are there to manufacture for production of cements. That is the world best crusher in the world. That is one chapter in my book. Then next is that ring unloader which I developed 2000 tons per hour. That was the highest coal crusher in the world that I have designed. Then next chapter is how to prepare the plant layout, system layout drawing. That those description will not be available anywhere. So I have tried to put it after my getting the whole experience. Then one chapter is the basic materials used in the industry. Then another chapter is basic drive system or mechanical drive system. So with this total thing I have written this book. It took me almost around 2 years. 22 months to write the book. I know with what difficulty I have made it. You can only have a look of the book. I cannot show to everybody. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable time and your words for the session bridging the gap between educational institutions and industry. Now I request Dr. Trilochan Raut sir to come on the stage and present a memento to our guest. Attention everyone. After the lunch break, everyone should report in this hall at 2:15. 15.
डिस्कस करिया कुआइनी निज भितरे पहुंचबो 2:15 भितरे.
Guys, maintain the decorum of the hall at least.